Welcome, folks. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by SYNTELL Koay.
Yo, what's cracking, baby?
We're looking at Dark, Season 1, Episode 5, Truths. And so, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. However, if you want to watch the whole thing with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabyKoay, where you can watch the whole episode with us, including the first 4 episodes, but you will need your own Netflix subscription, so you can open up the show in an adjacent window to our reaction, and it's like you're watching with 2 of your favorite pals from the internet. Now, if you're watching this on Patreon already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. All right, let's jump into this. Here we go.
So she was the nurse. Oh, okay. I forgot we didn't really talk about, like, when he went away, right? Because something happened.
Yeah.
And he went to get help, and then his best friend ends up dating the girl that he liked. I just had to remember that recap, too.
Yeah, swooped in like a snake in the grass.
Erik und Mikkel passiert ist.
Oh, so the little boy did disappear. Yeah, okay.
Dieser Noah, wie sah der aus? Kannst du ihn beschreiben? Ich werde jemanden vorbeischicken und du wirst ihm genau erklären, wie dieser Noah aussieht. Okay?
Isn't he a child psychologist? I figured he'd be kind of like in on this, right?
Was soll das? So redet man nicht mit seiner 8-jährigen Tochter.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, see? Okay, all right.
Wenn du irgendetwas mit dem Verschwinden von Mikkel zu tun hast, oder Erik.
Oh, that's a huge accusation. Jesus. That's terrible.
Du spinnst.
And that's coming from a psychologist. So that's double hurt.
She took that simple answer real quick. I'm like, that's not a yes or no.
Can you imagine if you're in therapy and your therapist says, you're nuts? It's going to hurt even more than if your girlfriend says it to you.
Egal was es ist, du kannst es mir erzählen.
Ooh, a wormhole. They showed a maze. I didn't know what that mythological reference was, but they showed a maze and they showed a wormhole. I guess it was like a labyrinth.
Yeah.
Hey, hier ist Martha. Nachrichten nach dem Ton.
You still kept the picture?
Even when it seems unlikely, maybe there's a chance. Answer it. Just answer it.
Yeah, because it bear worse. It'll at least reset the counter.
Mein Name ist Noah.
Huh.
Ich dachte, ihr habt jetzt bestimmt keinen Kopf zu kochen. Bei all dem. Und ich dachte... Danke. Magst du reinkommen?
For some reason, they're shooting this shot right here at a high shutter speed, and I don't know why. There's no blurring images because it's a high shutter, and I'm wondering why they chose to do that there.
Wo ist er denn? Unter der Dusche.
Damn, you in my home, bitch? Can you imagine the feeling?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like...
Hannah hat uns was zu essen gebracht.
Wife is playing it cool. 3-way? Is that what you're thinking? Like, what's on his mind?
Ease the pain.
Es regnet so. Ich kann Ulrich dich mitnehmen.
You think she suspects, though, right?
Oh, she knows. She found hair.
She knows that he's cheating, but you think that she suspects her.
I think she knows exactly who it is.
Danke für das Essen.
Gerne. That's what I call a reverse Judas.
She took a deep sniff. Look at the sniff. I feel like, look, she smelled her. Look,
Yeah.
You see the way he looked?
Yeah.
Yeah, she recognized the scent. She got bigger fish to fry, though. That's just one of those things that just sucks. She was like all in her neck with that sniff, though, right?
She practically pulled back her collar. I recognize that one.
Ich muss für ein paar Tage verreisen. Aber ich möchte das Zimmer gerne behalten, wenn es müsste bis heute Abend zugestellt sein.
Did you see the lamp? The lamp had 2 arrows intersecting.
Ich gehe da heute Abend auf jeden Fall hin. Und ich will, dass du dabei bist.
Ja, klar, immer.
Can't count on you, but to do anything but jack my woman.
Right? Okay, we're back in the 80s. Okay, all right.
Ich bin Noah.
There's like a weird filter for the 80s.
That's Noah.
Oh.
Ist durch den Urknall entstanden. Vor 13,8 Milliarden Jahren. Dadurch ist Raum, Zeit und Materie entstanden. Und auch die Erde.
That would sound weird, right? If you're in the 80s.
The idea of the Big Bang's been around for a long time.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a common thing talked about back in the 80s.
Sein Vater weiß sicherlich viel, wird dich erzogen hat, Dinge in Frage zu stellen, aber von Zeit zu Zeit sollte man auch mal die Fragesteller in Frage stellen. Gott hat einen
Hence me looking at you.
auch für dich.
Oh, I definitely don't trust him. That last moment, those last that last second, his face changed. I don't trust that dude.
Well, I don't trust priests in general.
Especially when they're with little boys.
Exactly.
Guck mich an. Und jetzt sag mir, dass da nichts ist. Dass dir das hier alles scheißegal ist.
Why are you talking about this and my kid is missing? It ain't even been like 3 days.
Was ich brauche.
Yes,
need you to get out.
It's for you to get to the curb.
Ruf mich nicht an, komm nicht vorbei. Lass uns einfach in Ruhe. Okay?
That's gonna come back to bite you in the ass, dude. That's gonna come back.
Hell hath no fury,
That's
right?
gonna come. That's gonna. Oh yeah. That's gonna come back. Not good.
But I ain't mad at him. I'd have made the same decision. I would have. I'd have been like, all right, this is not the time for that.
Einfach so gehen lassen.
Ooh. You can never quit me. That's
Exactly.
what that meant.
Vielleicht hast du ja mal Lust, mit mir da reinzugehen. Hörst du mir überhaupt noch zu?
Who's the little girl?
That's the girl he just dropped off.
Okay.
The mom that he was cheating with.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, we're back in the 80s.
Yeah.
I didn't peep the filter. Okay. That's why it threw me off. Okay.
Like she's been pining after this dude. She's a
For a
wily
long
one.
time.
She's a cunning
Wow.
one. She's been pining after him since they were kids. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
she ain't lying. Yeah, it ain't just over.
She's like, I'm gonna get you if it means hunting you down for the rest of my natural life.
Keine Kinder. Niemals.
Keine Kinder.
I got a story for you after this episode's over. Regarding what they were talking about right there.
Bis wir seine Familie ermittelt haben und die Situation etwas besser einschätzen können, kommt er in ein Heim.
Ein Heim? Kann er nicht noch eine Zeit hier im Krankenhaus bleiben? Nein.
He ain't a puppy.
Das ist leider nicht.
He gonna just put him in a house outside like Snoopy.
Yeah, got a water dish for him and everything.
Er ist ein seltsamer Junge. Und wirklich sehr sensibel.
Machen Sie sich keine Sorgen. Ich hole ihn dann am Mittwoch ab.
You need your school and your preacher. Your priest.
Als damals mein Bruder verschwunden ist, haben die hier so ziemlich jeden Fehler gemacht, den man sich vorstellen kann. Der leitende Ermittler war ein versoffener Vollidiot. Ich habe mir geschworen, dass ich das alles anders mache. Dass ich nicht so ein inkompetentes Bullenarschloch werde wie der.
What was his brother's name? Do you remember?
The redheaded brother?
His brother.
Yeah. Ah, shit, I forgot. Eric? Was that it?
Oh, okay.
Ich bin Witz.
Yeah, that's him. That's him on the left.
Right there, Eric. Okay, gotcha. It says it right there. I'm asking the dumbass question.
Ich kann nichts tun. 33 Jahre.
I'm just wondering if Eric has any connection to Noah.
Hast du schon mal was von dem 33-Jahre-Zyklus gehört? Aber alle 33 Jahre ist alles wieder genauso, wie es war. Sterne, die Planeten, das ganze Universum ist wieder auf der exakt gleichen...
What? I gotta look that up.
Im Big Bang und Big Crunch. Nietzsches ewige Wiederkunft desgleichen.
I've never read any Nietzsche. You?
No, but the Big Crunch I thought was disproven.
Wie ein gigantisches...
Wait a minute. No, Eric was the kid that had his eyes taken out, I think. I think I was wrong.
Okay. Oh.
Remember the kid that was on the machine?
His brother. Oh, shit.
Ah.
Der Tod ist etwas Unbegreifliches. Aber man kann sich mit ihm versöhnen. Bis dahin solltest du dich jeden Tag fragen, ob du die richtigen Entscheidungen getroffen hast.
I know he's like, what happened to the drugs? Thanks for the advice, old man, but where's the drugs? All right, so his father's name was Michael.
Hey, that's okay. Okay.
Oh, there's that filter, so we're back in the 80s again.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
she's the dude the young guy with the yellow jacket who we were just spending time with. That's his mom.
The one that's cheating with the father of the missing boy.
Mikhail's father.
Yeah, Mikhail's father, yeah.
Kennst du Houdini? Harry Houdini. Einer der größten Zauberer der Welt. Es gibt keine Zauberei, nur Illusion. Dann wirkt es wie Zauberei.
Hallo Mikkel, Junge aus der Zukunft. Ich bin Hannah.
I feel like I'd remember something like that.
Right? Okay, get out of my head. I'm like, you don't remember?
I feel like that would burn into my memory. Like, if that's your first time seeing a magic trick like that, you will never forget that moment as a kid, especially in those very impressionable years when you're soaking up stuff like a sponge. You will never forget that moment.
Wusste ich, dass sich nichts ändert. Dass alles bleibt. Das Spinnrad sich dreht. Runde um Runde.
Nope. You're on your own, buddy.
Warum hast du mich heute früh angerufen und nicht Bartosch?
All right. I guess white people just play by a different set of rules, because if I told a girl, yo, I was in a nut house, last summer didn't mean nothing, right?
No, with the crazy eyes.
Yeah. She walks up and kisses me. That's a different set of rules you play by.
Not only did you get set up for the okie kidnap too.
Oh boy, that's Noah.
Is that the priest? Yep.
Ich bin Bartosch.
Ich weiß.
Well, he looks the
Ich bin
same.
Noah.
He doesn't look like he's aged.
I mean, he hasn't aged none.
Who's driving? That's a very accurate drawing.
Yeah, from a deaf girl. Shoot.
Oh, I guess that's her. Without the power of being able to hear as well, or the other senses wake up.
Betrügst du mich? Das würde ich niemals tun.
Hell hath no fury.
Hell hath no fury.
Was hast du denn gesehen?
Ulrich hat ihre Brüste angefasst und hat sich auf sie draufgelegt. Und sie wollte es nicht.
Oh, what?
Oh, wow.
Erzählst mir jetzt ganz genau, was du gesehen hast, okay?
Dang, that's messed up.
The little hater.
Und ihren Mund zugehalten.
Wow.
Du hast das Richtige gemacht.
Why?
Du warst sehr mutig.
Wow.
Why?
Hate.
That cop looked like Satan, and in the lyrics it says, "Hello, Satan."
Oh, he got out.
So he's just able to travel back and forth.
That's what I'm assuming. Looks like a kettlebell. Whoa.
I was thinking the same thing up until it lit up. Yo, if my kettlebell's lit up, I'd be doing way more exercise. Do not open before the dawn.
Oh, remember how it started when his dad killed himself? That's the letter.
Kennen nicht einmal die Hälfte der Mysterien dieser Welt. Am 4. November 2019 bin ich durch die Zeit ins Jahr 1986. Ich hoffe, du kannst mir verzeihen. Alles ist miteinander verbunden.
My brain hurts a little bit.
His father is Mikkel. But yet the time
there's a Terminator situation. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what it
There's
is?
3 versions of Mikkel running around. There's this version,
Hold on.
the middle-aged time-traveling one.
Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Ich möchte mich gerne mit Ihnen über die Zeit unterhalten.
So that was a hell of a trick. She ends up marrying that dude. That's how good the trick was.
Just so I'm connecting all the dots. I'm sorry, audience. So,
Yeah.
Mikhail went back in time and then made a baby with Yellow Jacket's mom
Yes, the girl that's crazy. That's batshit crazy.
and then hung himself.
and then hung himself, I guess, to end the loop. Because he's old. He's definitely old. Right? And then we're assuming that the traveler, the guy that is middle-aged Mikkel, is setting everything up.
If you go back to the very first episode, they show you like faces side by side, by the way, just so you know. There's a lot of side-by-side faces.
The girl he was smashing, the dad, is Hannah's big sister. I'm really lost now. I'm all the way lost now. I thought I knew something, but I'm all the way off.
Okay, he's totally revealing everything. He's traveled back in time. The boy from the future stayed, and in time he became a man. Mikkel became Michael, who never knew where he belonged. So Mikkel is his father. This is totally a Terminator situation. So it's a closed loop. It always has to be that he got lost going through that cave.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely his father. Yeah.
It's one of those things that does a mind job on your head because what came first, chicken or the egg kind of thing, right?
Right.
Because it will always have to be that Mikkel went through the cave back through time to become Michael and become this dude's father.
Jonas Conway.
Jonas, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
To become Jonas's father. So Mikkel is Jonas's father.
Who was the nurse that took care of Michael when he was young?
She became an old lady with the letter in the show that says, "Don't open this until November the 4th."
Right. Now that is the mother of Michael, right? His adopted mother.
No, it's
Who finds the letter?
No, it's his grandmother.
Yeah, because she's the nurse.
Yeah, but she'd be too old to be Jonas's mom.
No, but she's young. Remember when she was like, why does he have to be adopted?
Jonas's mom is the one who's sleeping with Ulrich. The old lady. The old lady is Hannah's mom.
Right. The old lady's Hannah's mom and is also the lady that is the nurse in the thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, which is weird. This is even more weird. So Ines, the nurse, probably took Michael in, is what I'm guessing.
Right.
Okay. He ends up marrying her daughter, Hannah. Because remember, Hannah is the one that saw the magic trick. Saw Michael's magic trick. Young Michael that's transported back to 1986, Mikkel. She marries him. They have a kid. That kid is Jonas.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm all caught up there,
Now-
yeah. I'm having a hard time with the IMDb, telling me some of the people. It's really frustrating. Because the IMDb is disguising who the nurse is. Which is super frustrating.
Well, the nurse is Inez.
Can you see Inez's name in the IMDb? Because I can't.
Yeah, it says Angela Winkler. I'm not going any further than where we are in the IMDb. So I'm only on episode 5. If you look at top cast, Angela Winkler, who plays Inez Conwald, she's right underneath Hannah Conwald.
Oh,
she's the nurse.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second.
She's the old version. Now, the young version, the 1986 version of the nurse, is played by Anna Roth-Pauley. She's the younger version.
Yeah, my IMDb isn't telling me everything. For some reason, it's hiding that nurse lady. It's not showing.
Well, it doesn't say nurse. It just says Inez Conwald.
I see it. Inez Conwald. I see it. Okay, cool.
Right.
All right.
See, so there's the old one who got the letter after her adopted son, Michael, had killed himself. Remember, she read the letter?
Yeah, so that's the grandma. Inez Caldwell is the grandma. Yeah. She took in Mikkel. Mikkel ended up with Jonas.
Well, we're assuming she took in Mikkel. That's an assumption. We're assuming that she took in Mikkel.
Well, let's just, for the sake of conversation, let's go with that. So Inez took in Mikkel. Mikkel ended up being with Hannah.
Her daughter.
Yes, her daughter, and then had Jonas, and then, yeah. This is a long walk for a cup of water. So,
yeah.
Jonas just got dropped the biggest truth bomb of his life. He just got told that the dude who he felt responsible for losing is his dad. That will just mess you up. I mean, the first thing that's gonna happen, I would imagine, is you're gonna assume that you're being punked. Because why would that be the case? He's got 2 tools now, a light bulb thingy that might have something to do with radioactivity, and then the yellow...
Looks like some kind of meter. Looks like a Geiger counter that detects radiation. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and so, but why would he need that? So basically, he was sitting with his son on the bench.
Yes, that's exactly what he was doing. Well, but we're also still assuming that version of him is Michael. We're assuming that. The traveler, the guy that I named in the thing. We're just assuming that that's him because that's the only thing that makes sense.
So I'm guessing that the priest guy is like a villain in the show. I don't know.
Yeah, well, definitely. Because when they had that song that played, it played when it was the reveal of Hannah being a rat bastard and snitching and doing the devil's work.
Mm-hmm.
That song was coincided with the unveil of Noah in the car talking to the other kid.
Mm-hmm.
So that song, the lyrics was implying, talking to the devil.
Well, we also found out that Hannah is a really deceitful individual.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's the bad guy. She is an antagonist, yes.
Like that.
We just don't know what...
That was seriously messed up, though. Like, she was straight up lying, saying that Ulrich, did this thing just because she couldn't have... It's like, if I can't have you, nobody can have you sort of attitude. And you saw what she did as a little girl without many seasons on her. So imagine what she'll do as a grown-up who has just become an evolved version of that. That scares me. That really, that's like some hand that rocks the cradle type shit. That really scares me.
Yeah. I mean, she's definitely obsessive because she's still obsessing over that man. Even now, he's like, yo, you can't be around me. I'm dealing with some stuff. You got to dip. And she's like, yeah, okay, I'm not going nowhere.
So what I was going to say about that was like, I understand what his motives are and why he is doing what he's doing. The way he just dropped her out the car like that, like she was less than dirt to him, that was kind of mean. And I was like, yo, like I get what you're doing, but that is the wrong way to handle that. Now, I'm not going to feel as bad when she comes after you because of the way you handled that. Whereas if you like at least tried to be nice the first time, at least tried to be polite the first time, be like, look, my son is my priority. I'm sorry. I care about you, but this can't happen anymore. But he wasn't even trying to do that.
You can't blame him. Like, she showed up at his crib.
Yeah, that was pretty...
Like, that's a beyond violation. If we're doing this thing that we're doing, you cannot be showing up to the crib. Like, she showed up to his office, too. Didn't she show up to the job at one time?
Yeah, she did. Movies have taught me that women can't do anything wrong until they kill you. So, but even and even then, hey, maybe he deserved it.
Oh, I mean, no, he deserves it because he did the, he's an adult.
No. He doesn't deserve to get killed. He doesn't.
No. I'm not saying he deserves to get killed. I'm just saying that he's instigating his own demise.
Okay, well. I'm just saying movies have conditioned me in the wrong way where it's like, so she showed up at his job, so she showed up at his house, bitches be crazy. That's normal, right? I mean, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's fine. I mean, don't get it twisted. I would be livid if...
I would be hot. That's what I'm saying. I get it.
I would be livid if a lady just showed up at my house without knocking, without a, what do you call it, a call in advance. Like, you're going to show up at my home when my woman is home, and that we're supposed to keep this on the down low.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Man, that's a violation.
It would upset me. However, I mean, not me in the situation. Me outside the situation. I'm trying to see it from her perspective. Like, she's emotional. She's attached. She's upset. She's trying to get control of the situation. She misses him. Yada, yada, yada. You still shouldn't do that.
Bruh. Nah, she's crazy.
You shouldn't do that, but like, I'm trying...
Don't justify it. No, it's nothing to justify. She's crazy. You saw it when she was a little girl, and you see it now. There's no justification for these actions. There's none. It's nothing to be justified. Maybe she's feeling like I know she's crazy. She's crazy. She literally accused somebody of a horrible deed at the age of 12.
Yeah.
She's a despicable human being. Despicable. And she's despicable as an old lady.
Oh, okay, let me try to contextualize where I'm coming from mentally to explain my...
You're trying to justify her actions.
Yeah, let me try to explain. Like, there's conditioning that has happened to us as a society, right? I did a reaction I just put out today, actually, to contextualize when we've recorded this. Bill Burr talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And Bill Burr was just explaining his frustration with how when a woman accuses a man of something and it gets out there, everyone jumps on that bandwagon and is pitchforks and giving this guy heat. Like he did something without actually, knowing for sure if he did something. But when it's the inverse and a guy is saying it, people are more doubtful. They're more likely to look at the guy. That's not necessarily what Bill Burr is saying. I'm saying that's what we do as a society. And so, like, I remember I tried to tell SYNTELL about someone I was dating that he introduced me to that was fucking crazy. And SYNTELL didn't believe me. He's like, I just talked to her. She sounded fine. I'm like, of course she sounds fine. She's crazy. That's what I'm trying to say is like you doubted me because of your conditioning, because society has conditioned us that more than likely something's up with the guy, even though odds are equal that it could be the guy or the girl. That's crazy, right?
Okay.
My bias says it's more likely the woman that's crazy. That's my bias, my sexism, I guess. But like, I'm gonna look at the woman and be like, yeah, I think she's nuts. So what I'm trying to say is because of all that conditioning, it's like I'm trying in my brain and to justify like why she's doing these things that are like really big no-nos, like showing up at his job, showing up at his home.
Yeah.
I'm trying to justify it, even though like it's all connected to this younger individual who did the most heinous thing possible, which is like basically fuck up his rep for life. Yeah. He's responsible for the grossest sexual misconduct possible. You know, she's a bad person, and I'm having a hard time actually like letting those words come out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying because you're trying to, take the moral high ground and give everybody a fair shake. But this is cinema, and F that.
Yeah.
She's a horrible person.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is cinema. This isn't real.
Yeah.
These people are fictional. You can happily cast judgment on fictional situations.
I guess because I make it so personal because like I've run into situations where like I tried to explain a situation like I just explained about SYNTELL and my ex-girlfriend, where I've tried to explain situations about a crazy lady I'm dating because the crazies are drawn to me, right? And so I try to explain it, and you know what people say? You probably bring it out of them. They blame me for her behavior. She's a grown-ass woman, but I'm being blamed. And so it conditions me to like try to find ways to give sympathy and empathy where it's not just. When it comes to when it's concerning women. That's why long walk for this tiny cup of water. I'm so sorry. So I'm just trying to like explain my positioning. So yeah, she's a bad person, and so is the priest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The short and sweet is there was horrible music talking about devils and horrible things that happens when you deal with the devil.
Right.
And both of those individuals were in that scene.
Right.
So there's all there's cinematic justification. If you're dealing with your moral compass being a little off, there's cinematic justification for them being bad people.
I think that the show is also trying to introduce the notion that not everything is black and white.
Well, yeah, that's the whole Houdini thing. It's the whole we'll show you one thing and then boom, boom, it pops up as something else. Right.
Even the color palette is kind of gray. With the exception of like the yellow that pops out, and then occasionally there's the blue that pops out, like the gymnastics. Is it gymnastics? The girl with the
leotards.
Ribbon. The leotard.
The unitards.
It had a very particular kind of blue to it, and so that's the other color that I've noticed a little bit in this desaturated palette. But the yellow is the biggest one, and I don't know. I don't remember if you and I talked about like the meaning behind that color. But it could literally mean anything. It could mean a light at the end of the tunnel. It could be the character we should be paying attention to. It could mean a connection of some kind because he had the yellow wrapping paper. That's Jonas's father. Jonas is the one who wears the yellow jacket.
Yes.
So like, maybe there's some kind of like loose connection there that we're supposed to identify subconsciously. Yeah. But anyway, unrelated, I wanted to tell you this story because I don't know if I've ever told it to you. So when I was 15 or so, funny because I was just talking about this morning on the live stream. If you ever want to be part of the live streams, youtube.com/JabyLive. We do it Wednesdays and Fridays. I was talking to my girlfriend, she's my ex-girlfriend now, but I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone. And she was a virgin, I'm a virgin. She had a boyfriend before me and they didn't have sex. So I was just like, I just didn't think it was going to happen with me and her either. Like, why would she do that with me?
Right.
And so I'm talking to her, and over the course of question and answers, I find out that she's actually considered having sex with me, and I didn't know it.
Ooh.
And I was like, wait a second. Hold on. You start getting the stutters, like what? So hold on. So you're open to doing that with me, like you're like trying to figure out if you understand the situation correctly.
All right.
And so I wrote her a letter that said, if you want me to, I can try to go get some condoms. And so she read that letter, and she was very pleased with it. And then she left that letter on her living room couch, and her mom found it.
Ooh.
And I didn't know her mom found it. But her mom called me and my pops over for a sit-down talk. I didn't know what was involved in this conversation.
Wow.
Until we got there.
You walked into an ambush.
I walked into an ambush because even my girlfriend didn't know what her mom was going to talk about because her mom started like blaming me for her change in behavior. People always be blaming me for the change in the woman's behavior. I'm like, no, that's who that person was before I got there. Okay, I just showed up, and you're trying to blame me for something. I literally just showed up. So you raised this child. This is your problem. Don't try to put this on me. Anyway, so we're sitting down talking. She's trying to blame me for the behavior, and she goes, I found a letter. And then she starts reciting lines from the letter that I know I fucking wrote. I was flush red, dude. I was like, I was so hot. I was so embarrassed. And my dad is right next to me listening to her say this to me. I'm like, oh my God. I just want to run as fast as possible right now. I think I just blacked out, like, because I can't even remember what happened after that. Like, I just...
I can't even imagine the embarrassment, because I know a lot of people think that guys aren't supposed to be embarrassed about this, and there's this mannish thing that you know, this image that you're supposed to give off.
Yeah.
But at that stage in your development, as a young man trying to figure it out, oh my God, I bet you just wanted to just crawl in a hole and just pull the dirt over you and just disappear.
Exactly.
Yo, but your pops was there.
Exactly.
Oh my God, it is uncomfortable because it's in front of him. It's uncomfortable because it's in front of the girl you like and her mom. And then it got discovered, and you probably wrote in a manner that you wasn't expecting somebody to pick it up. So you might have had, some slick talk going on in that letter as well. And she's sitting there quoting you word for word. She's like, yo, and then you said this, and
exactly.
You just got to sit there and take it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So thankfully, the worst that came in terms of punishment that night was my dad gets in the car with me and he goes, "Why the fuck did she leave that letter on the couch?" That was his response.
I love him.
That was his response.
That's the proper response, though. That is the proper response. You gotta be more careful when you do it.
He's like, you need to tell her, and I'm like, I know. He never told my mom.
Yo.
Hopefully, my mom doesn't watch this.
Yo, did you?
Yeah, we were each other's first, but like that night left a scar. I'll tell you what, man. That night just. Anyway.
Young Jabs with the PTSD.
Yeah, exactly.
In full effect.
Anyway, you guys hopefully enjoyed this reaction discussion. It was as random as it was, as random as the show is. But I can tell you this much. We watched episode 4 and 5 back to back. And episode 4 just had me, it's like it moved just a little bit. This one moved a lot, and it definitely rehooked me back into it and makes me really, really want to just get into the next episode. So looking forward to coming back to episode 6 with y'all. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. I'm Jaby Koay. This is...
Hey, it's your boy SYNTELL.
Peace out.